Today we are going to review the beautiful AlphaTauri AT01. So this is actually the first AlphaTauri there was in existence, because a year prior there wouldn't be an AlphaTauri, because in 2019 AlphaTauri was still Toro Rosso. And what's even more special about this monocar is that it's Pierre Gasly's first Formula 1 race win. AlphaTauri was Toro Rosso, and Toro Rosso actually won in 2008 with Sebastian Vettel as well, which is just amazing that such an occurrence happens a couple of years later down the line in almost the exact same fashion. And this is a monocar I always wanted to review, and it's been out for a while. This isn't like a brand new monocar. Well, it is brand new, but it isn't just released or something like that. And there's something strange with this monocar, because I always saw it when I was browsing the web store, and I always saw this monocar and always wanted to get it. But I don't want to bash this product right away, because I absolutely love it. I still have to unbox it, but maybe, just maybe, this is the first time I think Mini Champs did the model a little bit better than the Spark version. But we're going to find out how this Spark model holds up on its own. So without any further ado, let's get straight into this box, shall we? Thank you. So let's take a closer look at this box, shall we? At the left upper corner we have of what was then the new Scuderia AlphaTauri logo. Underneath there we have a little image of a cup, because obviously this is a race-winning car. Right upper corner we have Spark, obviously in red this time. Right down corner we have AlphaTauri AT01, winner Italian GP 2020 Pierre Gasly, or Pierre Gasly. What is kind of strange though is when I was reviewing the 2020 Sergio Perez car, with the box at least, I don't think the accessories were actually displayed on the box, was it? At the side we have the beautiful profile shot of the AT01, and what's actually very nice to see is that this car is obviously very much inspired by the 2019 Red Bull. Other side of the box, really nice shot of the front of the car, and the other side basically a nice rear view of the car. Underneath side, not really that much special. That's basically the box, and that's basically all there's to it. Alright, so first thoughts. This car has some very interesting angles. So let's get these trays off, shall we? Oh, in this tray we have the pit board, obviously. Let's put this off to the side. We'll take a little bit of a closer look to that little piece later. All right, let's get this car out of its base, shall we? What I think is an absolute banger is you have this whole car in this very dark navy blue and white, and you have, bam, you have the red Honda letters underneath there, the Honda hybrid letters, and you know, that just pops right away. I do really like that. I do think this front wing is a little bit high off the ground. Sometimes the older Spark models have that problem. My pink, I wouldn't say slide underneath there, but you know, that's kind of a sizable gap. All right, so like always, let's start at the front wing and work our way back, shall we? Front wing, flat as a pancake. All the tire sensors looking really nice. The rings holding the flaps together are present as well. So this whole nose of the car, I don't know how to feel about these very wide noses. I do think the very narrow noses look a lot better. So all the way at the top we have a AlphaTauri logo. Above that, Honda, My World, Moose Craft Hot Dogs, mandatory tire supplier Pirelli, Edifice, Casio. I know I mispronounce these brands anyway, because you could tell me all the time. So the upcoming section actually droops down a lot. We basically have this air sensor right there. And then we have what seems to be, what was the term back in the day? Was it like an F-duct? It kind of reminds me of that. So this push rod suspension is actually incredibly high up. The angle of the suspension is incredibly high. Usually we see the suspension be a little bit more like this. Right, let's focus our attention to the wheels, shall we? Beautiful rubberized tires, looking really nice. Basically has alloy wheels in there. I think I like the silver option or the alloy option a bit better than the white rims of the 2021 car. 360 camera has a really nice glossy paint, so it generally looks like a real life lens. Obviously race number 10. Two very nice antennas in the middle and at the side. At the side of the driver's side looking really nice, very minimalistic. We basically have alphatauri.com/fashion. Halos back in the day, Halos in 2020 did have a very tiny, I wouldn't say spoiler, but it was an extra plane on the halo, which basically helped with airflow as well. It's very difficult to capture on camera. There's actually a gap between the little spoiler and the halo itself. It's a AlphaTauri helmet looking really nice. We have separate seat belts as well, which basically means it's not one mold. Steering wheel looking nice. Again, I think it's a generic steering wheel, not one-to-one to the real life counterpart. This is the reason why I think maybe Min Champs has done this car a little bit more justice than the Spark version, because you can see Gasly basically in a pose celebrating his win, you know, like that. And I think, in my humble opinion, Spark could play around a little bit more with their driver poses. Maybe sometimes even have a figurine outside the car. Basically, with the most latest releases of Spark, the figurines are pretty static, holding the wheel like that, you know, like full-on racing. But that's just my 2 cents on that. Anyway, continue with the car. Watchword section. Rather simple for a 2020 car, I have to say. Beautiful Honda hybrid logo in this beautiful red that just pops right away. Nice little extra design there of 50 races together with Honda and AlphaTauri. All the way to the top you have a beautiful AlphaTauri logo. I don't know if this is the way that it is, but the R kind of looks stretched, doesn't it? On the shark fin we have number 10 obviously, and then this huge beautiful logo on this beautiful bluish dark navy blue design wave we have going on there. Everything about this car just pieced together so nicely. I can't think of a better livery of the 2020 season than the AlphaTauri. T-cam looking really nice. Has the yellow T-cam actually, which you have to distinguish cars, so yellow doesn't always automatically mean second driver. And then we get to the back of the car, and this suspension looking really nice. All the bars of the suspension run pretty flat in the body of this car. I have to say the rake on this car is not as prominent as I thought it would be. Once again, this rear wing, this scoop of the underneath plane is very flat. It's almost like a shovel, to be honest. The wing end plates of the rear wing extend so incredibly long. We have this finger width of extra wing end plate. Underneath the wing end plate, that doesn't make me very happy. No cutouts at all. Only thing we haven't yet addressed is this diffuser, which is a minimalistic diffuser actually. I've seen more aggressive types. That's basically the car itself, and it comes on this beautiful plaque, and that plaque basically reads AlphaTauri AT01 winner Italian GP 2020 Pierre Gasly. But that's not all, because we also have a pit board. Alright, let's take a closer look at this little thing. At the top, AlphaTauri logo, obviously the French flag. Right upper corner we have P1. I think this was used when they made the team photo. I'm gonna put it right there. Stay put, please. And then we have it. Beautiful AlphaTauri AT01. Ah man, what a car. Talking about the real life counterpart of this model, the AlphaTauri of 2020. The engine noise, the downshifts of this Honda engine in this car. Oh. I've watched this race live in 2020. Carlos Sainz, still in the McLaren in 2020, was so incredibly close. But in Parabolica, the very high-speed chicane towards the finish, they were so incredibly close by. One more lap and he would have overtaken him, guaranteed. I think they topped the livery very early on, and the livery they had in 2021, in my opinion, was subpar. That's basically the AT01. Like I said before, it's been out for a while. Thank you very much for watching another video. I hope the next video will be a 2022 car. I'm not really 100% certain on the planning, but I hope one of my next videos will be the Alpine 118 scale 2022 car. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Really helps me to keep motivated to make more awesome, beautiful model car videos for you guys. Almost at 1 year of reviewing model cars. Should we celebrate that? Let me know down in the comments down below. Let me know down in the comments as well what you think of this model car. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, like the video, do whatever you do. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video as well. So thank you very much.